Hi.
Hello.
Um, what can I say? Welcome to the first edition of what should we call this? The
Uh,
answer lies with her.
um. Hmm.
She's still thinking. Actually, we're still thinking of a name to give this
Yes.
whole thing, but we're going to be talking about random stuff, the everyday things that happen in your life, in her life, in my life, something like that. Like of recent, just 3 days ago, uh, IG, that's Instagram, Mark Zuckerberg, decided to give us something brand new. An app that works exactly like Twitter, and it's simply called Threads. In Uganda, we call it Uzi. Yeah. And we just want to know, do you really think we need more of these apps? Are they taking us anywhere, or they're keeping us distant from each other? Each time there's a new app in town, there's the distance.
True.
And will you be joining Threads, or you're keeping Twitter as your number one app, according to you? Are you on Twitter, by the way?
No.
Wow. You don't have an account on Twitter?
I did, but I don't know. It's not. It's that app that I don't really focus on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I focus basically on Instagram. Cause me, I'm into. I want to see pictures. I should say I'm into pictures, and I feel like Twitter
A girl
doesn't have.
thing.
Yeah, and I feel like Twitter doesn't have information. Full information.
Trust me, the one app that has all the info you need, the opinions you need for your everyday life.
Yeah, when it comes
would
to
be Twitter.
opinions, yes.
Yeah.
Opinions, yes.
I
But
feel like Instagram is more
facts.
of the girls posting and showing off what their mama gave them every day.
well,
And they go ahead actually even to pay for that. Every pic I see on Instagram that is from a girl, it's sponsored. I don't know why.
there is. I don't know what's happening by the
Sponsored.
way, but
I'm here to see yours. Well, my name is Harris, and her name is
Rowena.
and we are doing something random. We can call it random. I don't know, but we'll give you the name to this whole thing in time. But the topic today is: do we really need these apps that are coming up every other day? Now that we have Threads, and just when we thought we would have people putting their phones down, there's something new, and that's Threads. So when it comes to social media, do you think it's actually keeping us farther apart, or it's bringing us together at the end of the day?
There's no togetherness or unity when it comes to social media. To be honest, it's just taking us apart from each other. So when it comes to Threads and all these apps, you said people can no longer put their phones down to have a conversation. You cannot have a one-on-one conversation with anyone. Actually, these days, calls are less in number when it comes to social. When you compare it with social media.
But do
If
you
I
know
want to
that?
tell you something, I will text you.
Do you know that? Sorry to interject, but do you know that calls, direct calls, are more of an old school thing? Lately, all these apps have inbuilt call options.
Wow.
You just call directly via data. As
What?
long as you have data, I can call you on WhatsApp. I can call you on any other platform.
Okay, as long as I have data.
Yes.
Now,
So data is the new airtime.
Okay, but not everyone can really afford data all the time. It's not like in those countries where Wi-Fi is everywhere, and there are people who don't even know how to exactly use their phones. Like our mothers, our grandmothers who have these phones.
They're from a different generation.
Yes, so they're not really conversant. So if you don't give them a call, they'll be like, "Oh, my daughter no longer calls me. My granddaughter no longer calls me."
In other words, social media is
Yeah,
pushing
it's
us
not.
farther
Yes,
from
it
each other.
is.
So we no longer check on our parents simply because they're not online, and we keep up with the people who can afford being online.
Yeah, you could check up on them, but in a week you'll check on them like twice. Is that really fair? Why would you check on your parents twice a week and you check on your friend you met recently every minute?
So, okay.
See, actually, there was a post. Someone was saying, if it is not that important, please don't call me. Just text.
Maybe they feel more comfortable
It's not
by you just
urgent.
texting. I'm one of the people who hates calls. I'm being honest. I prefer to find whatever you want to tell me later. I want to do whatever, I go about my day, then I'll check my phone for whatever you wanted to say. I don't want those random calls. You just, from nowhere, you give me a call.
Okay, but don't you think social media is really affecting communication and communication skills in general? People can no longer hold conversations.
They can, but I feel like the only thing that changed is we are conversating face to face. If I walked out of this room and went the other side, we'll be still conversating,
yes,
but it will be virtual. So it's still the same conversation. I would still talk to you the same way.
It's quite different. It's quite different.
What makes it different?
Now,
what makes virtual conversation different from the physical one?
Now, I'll give you I think it will be a clear example because everyone is going through these things.
Yeah.
In relationships. You know, when you're with your partner physically, you're able to really communicate your feelings, to be honest. When you're texting them, you're going to send them emojis, crying emojis, I miss you. You send them a crying emoji, but when in actual sense, you're not even crying, you know? Or when they're trying to explain something, maybe they're coming from a positive side, you'll see it negatively.
If you misunderstand the emoji?
Misunderstand the emoji or even the whole statement. But when you're with them, they'll be able to figure out how to actually make you understand.
Okay, that's something new.
You would even be able to see the emotions.
You're one of the people who misread the statements in text messages. Sometimes. I might send you a message and you read the reverse instead of what is.
Yes, you might understand it differently, to be honest. And this doesn't mean you're not smart or you don't know the language, especially English, you know, because even if they text you in your local language, you might fail to understand it. Emotionally. Okay. It's so hard to really understand people's emotions when it comes to. There was a boy who killed himself sadly. I think it's 2 years ago. Here in Uganda. He was going through a lot. Now this is what this guy did. He posted on his status, "I am not fine."
I'm not fine.
Yes. Then the other time, crying emojis. Then, "I am tired of this life." Then after like a week, they found him dead. He had hung himself.
So people thought he was just posting for the sake of.
Because people always post these things. You see how you can't actually interpret someone's emotions on social media. You can't unless they send you a voice note. Or
how well do you understand emojis? Like you personally, are you an emoji person? Because the people who can't actually keep up a conversation minus emojis, and the people who tell you straight up, don't send me those dolls. They even call them dolls.
Yeah.
But me, I feel like emojis come with a lot of emotions in this new age. If I sent you an emoji with a tear dripping down, you still understand. I'm not happy. If I sent you a heart that is beating on your screen, I'll be like. So sometimes it makes the whole conversation short and precise to the point.
To the point.
Yes. Okay. So I feel like it's sad that his life. Yeah. Yes. But I believe he had friends in the circle that he would talk to immediately, even without posting. You talk to someone. You'd send them a message and be like, "Hey, because just a few days back, there's someone who sent me a message and was asking me for tabs that drugs that actually can take someone's life." So I was like, I don't know of any place that sells. I don't even know these things. So when I asked what's the problem, she took some time without telling me. But then later on, she told me, "I'm in this very abusive relationship. I'm tired." So when she explained to me, broke down the whole story. It felt simple to me, but for her it was a big deal. So I tried doing my counseling, a little bit of it. So I told her, "You know what, you're beautiful. So you don't have to let someone else walk over you as if they are the only people out there who can love you, you know." So I kept talking to her and I kept insisting on you're beautiful until today we are talking. So I think she gave up on the whole idea of sometimes you need to remind people that they're beautiful. Sometimes that's why they need someone immediate to talk to, even if they are in the next room and you can just text them.
Yeah.
Everything you post on your status, we can see and refuse to comment. We just don't want to. But if you directly talk to me, I'll understand. So maybe that is where we go wrong, that if you post a status, you might think I will understand.
Okay. Now we have these people that are really antisocial.
Antisocial.
That they don't want to. If they leave their house, they'll be on their phones. You get? If they are home, they won't talk to anyone. They'll just stay in their room and do, I don't know, do whatever they want. So
They are the introverts.
No, introverts are really different. They're actually introverts are totally different, because an introvert will be free to their best friend.
Extroverts, what are those?
Extroverts are these outgoing people, like generally
antisocial.
openly.
So these are three things that mean
Those are,
different.
yeah, by the way, they're really different.
So antisocial, you
Psychologically,
hate people.
antisocial is a psychological thing. It's, you just don't
More
feel
like-
comfortable with people.
More
An
like a
introvert,
disorder. Should I call it a disorder?
I don't think we should put a name on it. I don't think
Well,
we
you're
should put a
still
name
here
on
with
it.
us, Rowena and Harris, on something we haven't given a name to, but we're trying. Hope you find it interesting, and leave the comments below. We want to find out whether this makes a lot of sense to you and to someone else out there. Recommend a friend, and we'll be right back.